The door you seek is not something that suddenly appears out of nowhere, it has always been there. Life is not withholding opportunities from you, rather, it is your own perception that determines whether you see the path ahead or remain blind to it. Too often, people assume that their breakthrough is something distant, something they must chase endlessly. But the reality is, the opportunity is already present. It is just waiting for you to recognize it. When you quiet the noise of doubt, when you shift your awareness, you will realize that the door has been in front of you all along. The problem is not the absence of doors, but the inability to recognize them. Many times, people spend their lives searching for something grand, expecting the opportunity to come, wrapped in flashing lights and loud announcements. But life does not always work that way. Sometimes the most powerful doors appear in moments of stillness, in subtle shifts, in quiet whispers that you can only hear when you stop chasing and start paying attention. If your mind is always restless, if you are always looking outside for validation, you will miss what is already within reach. Recognizing the door requires a shift in mindset. It is not about waiting for a miracle, but about seeing things from a new perspective. A person trapped in darkness may think there is no way out, but if they open their eyes and adjust to the dim light, they may see an open passage right before them. Similarly, the obstacles you see now may not be blockages but signs directing you toward a better path. The question is not whether the door exists, but whether you are willing to open your eyes and see it. Often, the delay in seeing the door comes from attachment to the past. If you are fixated on what was past failures, disappointments, or even past successes, you may fail to recognize what is emerging in the present. Growth requires you to release outdated beliefs, to stop assuming that life must unfold in a specific way. A door may look different than you expected, but that does not mean it is not meant for you. The more you resist change, the longer you delay your own progress. Ultimately, when you are ready, the door becomes clear. Readiness is not just about skill or knowledge, it is about having the clarity to see beyond your doubts and the courage to step forward. You do not need to force doors to open. When the right moment comes, they will open naturally. The real work is in preparing yourself to recognize them. The opportunity you have been searching for is already here. All you need to do is see it. Opportunities do not come to those who wait idly. They come to those who prepare diligently. Life is not about luck or chance, but about aligning yourself with the possibilities that already exist. Many people assume that when the right door appears, they will be ready to walk through it. But the truth is, if you have not put in the work, even if the door opens, you will hesitate, doubt, or worse, fail to recognize it altogether. Preparation is what allows you to step into new opportunities with confidence rather than fear. Think of a farmer planting seeds. He does not wait for rain and then rush to plant. He prepares the soil in advance, trusting that when the time is right, nature will do its part. The same applies to life. If you want to receive something greater, you must prepare yourself before the opportunity arrives. This means developing your skills, refining your mindset, and strengthening your discipline. If you are not prepared, even the best opportunities will slip through your fingers because you will lack the capacity to handle them. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that they will rise to the occasion when the time comes. But you do not rise to your expectations, you fall to the level of your preparation. Imagine an athlete who suddenly gets a chance to compete on the world stage. If they have not trained for years, no amount of motivation or desire will make them perform at their best. In the same way, life does not hand out rewards based on wishes. It gives breakthroughs to those who have put in the effort long before the moment of opportunity arrives. Many times people feel frustrated because they think they are ready for something greater, yet the door has not opened. But the delay is not denial, it is an invitation to prepare more. Instead of asking why things have not happened yet, ask yourself, Have I truly done the work? Am I mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared for the opportunity I am asking for? Often the waiting period is not life testing your patience. It is life giving you time to build the foundation necessary to sustain your next level of success. When the door finally opens, it will not be a test, it will be a confirmation of the work you have already done. If you have prepared well, you will not hesitate, you will walk through with certainty. The people who succeed are not the ones who waited for the perfect moment, but the ones who prepared so that when the moment arrived, they were already ready. So do not waste time hoping for opportunities, use this time to prepare. Because when the door opens, it will not wait for you to get ready. You must already be ready. Holding on to the past is one of the greatest barriers to stepping into a new season of life. Many people struggle not because they lack opportunities, but because they are too attached to what was. They replay old failures, dwell on past mistakes, or even cling to former successes, believing that what once worked must always work. But life does not move backward, it only moves forward. If you refuse to let go of the old, you will not have the capacity to receive the new. Growth requires release, and until you are willing to leave behind what no longer serves you, you will remain stuck in the same place. Letting go does not mean forgetting or dismissing your past. It means learning from it and moving forward with wisdom. There is a difference between reflection and attachment. Reflection allows you to take valuable lessons and apply them to your journey, while attachment chains you to experiences that are no longer relevant. A person who keeps looking behind while trying to walk forward will stumble. In the same way, if your mind is fixated on what was, you will miss the opportunities that are right in front of you. The fear of the unknown is what often makes people reluctant to let go. Even if the past was painful, it is familiar, and familiarity feels safe. But real transformation happens when you step into the unfamiliar with faith. Imagine someone holding onto a broken branch while standing at the edge of a vast ocean. They are afraid to let go, thinking they will drown. But what they fail to see is that the ocean is full of possibility waiting to carry them to new shores. Life is the same way. Until you release what is broken, you cannot grasp what is whole. Sometimes the reason life seems stagnant is that you are carrying too much weight from the past. You cannot walk through a new door while dragging old burdens. Emotional baggage, outdated beliefs, toxic relationships, these things hold you back from stepping into your next level. If you want something greater, you must create space for it. This requires trust, knowing that what is ahead is far greater than what you are leaving behind. You cannot receive new blessings while clinging to old wounds. True freedom comes when you surrender to the flow of life. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you make room for something better. The door you are waiting for will not open while your hands are full of yesterday's baggage. Release the past, embrace the present, and step forward with courage. What lies ahead is not a loss but an expansion, something far greater than anything you have left behind. Not every open door is meant for you, and not every opportunity is aligned with your purpose. In life, people often mistake movement for progress, thinking that just because an opportunity is available, they must pursue it. But the truth is, not every path leads to where you are meant to go. Walking through the wrong door may take you further away from your destiny rather than closer to it. That is why discernment is essential. Instead of rushing through every open door, you must ask yourself, is this the right door for me? Does this align with my purpose, my values, and my long-term vision? Society often pressures people to chase success, regardless of whether it truly fulfills them. Many walk through doors because they seem attractive. More money, more recognition, or more comfort, but later realize they have entered a space that does not nourish their soul. A person can achieve external success yet feel empty inside because they pursued something that was never meant for them. It is not about how many doors you walk through. It is about walking through the one that aligns with who you are. The wrong opportunity can be a distraction that delays your true purpose. Patience is key when choosing the right door. Some doors will open quickly, tempting you to step inside without thinking. Others may remain closed for a while, testing your trust in the process. But if you rush into the wrong door simply because it is available, you may find yourself lost in a place that was never designed for you. Instead of forcing doors open, focus on preparing yourself for the one that is truly meant for you. The right door will not require you to compromise your values, lower your standard, or betray your inner peace. One of the greatest signs that a door is not meant for you is when it requires you to become someone you are not. If you have to constantly fight against your nature, ignore your instincts, or silence your inner voice just to fit in, then you are in the wrong place. The right door will challenge you to grow, but it will never force you to abandon your true self. Trust that what is truly meant for you will never require you to shrink, pretend, or settle for less than you deserve. True wisdom is not in chasing every opportunity but in recognizing the right one. Not every door that glows is gold, and not every opportunity that comes your way is a blessing. Learn to listen to your inner guidance, to distinguish between distractions and destiny. When you walk through the right door, everything aligns: your passion, your purpose, and your peace. So do not be afraid to wait, to say no, or to walk away from what is not meant for you. The right door will open at the right time, and when it does, you will know without a doubt that it was meant for you. Fear is the invisible chain that holds many people back from stepping into the doors meant for them. It creates illusions of danger, failure, and rejection, making even the best opportunities seem impossible to attain. Fear is not reality, it is a distortion of reality. It convinces you that you are not ready, not worthy, or not capable. But the truth is, the very thing you are afraid of is often the gateway to your greatest breakthrough. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not the absence of fear, but the courage to move forward despite it. Most of the limits in life are self-imposed. People build walls around themselves, thinking they are protecting themselves from failure, but in reality, they are only blocking their own progress. The fear of rejection stops people from taking risks. The fear of judgment keeps them from expressing their true selves. The fear of failure prevents them from even trying. But what if the rejection leads to redirect? What if judgment is just a reflection of others' insecurities? What if failure is nothing more than a stepping stone to success? The key is to stop letting fear dictate your decisions. Fear thrives in uncertainty. It whispers that if you step into the unknown, everything will fall apart. But growth is only possible when you are willing to embrace uncertainty. No one ever reaches their full potential by staying where it is comfortable. Every great achievement, every transformation, every extraordinary success was once on the other side of fear. The people who accomplish great things are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear control them. They take the leap knowing that even if they fall, they will rise stronger. The door you are waiting for may already be open, but fear has convinced you that it is locked. Many people stand in front of their opportunities, hesitant, waiting for a sign, waiting for the fear to disappear. But fear does not leave before action, it leaves because of action. The only way to weaken fear is to confront it, to step forward despite the doubts, to prove to yourself that you are more powerful than the illusion holding you back. Each time you face your fear, you strip it of its power. Fear is not the enemy, it is a test. It is life's way of asking how badly do you want it. Will you let fear stop you, or will you push through? Every time you move beyond fear, you unlock a new level of strength, confidence, and wisdom. The door to your next level is open, but only those who walk through it despite their fears will reach the other side. Let go of hesitation, trust in your ability, and step forward. The path ahead is not as dangerous as your fear makes it seem. It is where your true potential is waiting. Life moves in rhythms and cycles, and everything unfolds at the right time. The problem is that people often become impatient, wanting things to happen on their schedule rather than trusting the natural flow of life. When a door remains closed, it does not mean you have been denied, it simply means the timing is not yet right. Imagine a fruit plucked before it is ripe. It may look ready on the outside, but inside it lacks the sweetness and nourishment it was meant to have. In the same way, stepping into something too soon can result in struggle and frustration. Trust that life knows when you are ready, and when the time is right, the door will open effortlessly. Impatience comes from a lack of trust. Many people force situations thinking that if they do not act immediately, they will miss their chance. But true opportunities do not operate on scarcity, they exist in alignment with purpose. Forcing a door open before its time may lead to unnecessary hardship, but waiting for the right moment brings ease and flow. The difference between struggle and success is often just timing. Instead of fighting against life, learn to move with it. When you trust the process, you realize that delays are not denials, they are preparation. Preparation is key to walking through the right doors. Some doors remain closed because you are not yet the person who can handle what is on the other side. Growth is required before expansion. Imagine being given a responsibility or blessing that you are not ready for. What was meant to elevate you could instead overwhelm you. That is why seasons of waiting are necessary. They are not punishment, they are preparation. Every lesson, every challenge, every delay is shaping you into the person who can step into the opportunity fully prepared. When the right door opens, everything aligns effortlessly. The opportunities that are truly meant for you will not require excessive force. Yes, effort is necessary, but there is a difference between hard work and struggling against something that is not meant for you. When you are in the right season, you will feel it. Things will begin to click into place. The right people will come into your life and the resources you need will appear. That is how you know you are moving in alignment with your purpose rather than chasing something prematurely. The key to life is learning to trust the timing of things. Just as the sun rises at the perfect moment and the seasons change in their own rhythm, your journey also follows a divine order. Stop worrying about when it will happen and start focusing on becoming the person who is ready when it does. The door you are waiting for will open when you are truly prepared to walk through it. Trust that process, because when it finally happens, you will understand why it could not have come a moment sooner or a moment later. Opportunities do not just appear by chance. Your actions determine which doors open for you. Many people spend their lives waiting, hoping that the right opportunity will simply present itself. But a door does not open just because you wish for it. It opens when you take deliberate steps toward it. The handle is in your hands, and it is your responsibility to turn it. Every effort you make, every disciplined habit you build, and every sacrifice you endure moves you closer to unlocking the next level of your life. Sitting still, waiting for something to change will only keep you stuck in the same place. Action is the proof of desire. It is easy to say you want success, growth, or a better life. But words alone do not create change. If you truly want something, your actions must reflect that desire. You cannot pray for opportunities while ignoring the work required to receive them. You cannot wish for success while avoiding the discipline it demands. Every great achievement is built on consistent action, even when there are no immediate results. It is the small daily efforts, waking up early, practicing discipline, and pushing beyond comfort that create the momentum needed to open new doors. The greatest mistake people make is thinking that the door will open first and then they will take action. In reality, action comes first and the door follows. Think about an athlete who trains every day without knowing exactly when their big opportunity will come. If they wait for the opportunity before they start preparing, they will never be ready. The same is true in every area of life. You must act as if the door is already opening, preparing yourself so that when the opportunity arrives, you are ready to step through it without hesitation. Every closed door is either a lesson or a test. Sometimes doors remain shut because they are not meant for you, and other times they stay closed because you have not yet proven yourself ready. Instead of complaining about what has not opened for you, focus on becoming the kind of person who deserves the opportunity. Work harder, learn more, refine your skills, and develop the mindset of someone who is unstoppable. Life does not reward those who wait passively. It rewards those who take bold, consistent action toward their goals. At the end of the day, your future is in your hands. No one is coming to unlock the door for you. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want to step into a new level, you must take action that aligns with your goals. The handle is right in front of you. Turn it. The path will not always be easy, and you may have to knock on many doors before the right one opens. But if you keep moving, keep pushing, and keep taking action, the door that is meant for you will open at exactly the right time. In the chaos of life, most people are too distracted to hear the whispers of their true calling. The noise of the world, opinions, expectations, and constant distractions drowns out the inner voice that is trying to guide them. When the mind is filled with endless chatter, there is no space to recognize the path ahead. But silence is not emptiness. It is a gateway to clarity. When you learn to quiet the external noise, you begin to hear what was always there. The call towards something greater, the direction you are meant to take. Silence creates awareness. It allows you to observe your thoughts, understand your emotions, and recognize what truly matters. Most people avoid silence because they are afraid of what they might find within themselves. They stay busy, distracted, and entertained, never pausing long enough to face their doubts and fears. But growth happens in stillness. The answers you seek are not outside of you. They are already within. The problem is not that life is not guiding you, it is that you have been too distracted to listen. When you embrace silence, you gain the ability to hear beyond the surface. You start noticing patterns, recognizing synchronicities, and understanding the subtle ways in which life speaks. The right opportunities, the right people, and the right paths do not always arrive with loud announcements. They come as gentle nudges, as quiet confirmations. If you are always chasing noise, you will miss them. But if you are still enough, you will feel when it is time to move, when it is time to wait, and when the door you have been searching for is finally open. Silence is not passive, it is powerful. It is in moments of deep stillness that the greatest ideas are born, the strongest visions take shape, and the clearest direction emerges. The most successful people in the world understand this. They take time to step away, to think, to listen, to strategize, because without reflection, action is aimless. When you practice silence, you stop reacting to life blindly and start moving with purpose. Every great decision, every bold step, every transformation begins in the space of silence. If you want to hear the call meant for you, you must learn to value silence. Stop filling every moment with distractions. Stop drowning your thoughts in noise. Give yourself time to be still, to listen, to reconnect with the part of you that already knows the way. When you do, you will no longer question your path, you will feel it. The answers have always been there, waiting for you to be quiet enough to receive them. Life constantly presents us with choices, whether to hold on to what is familiar or to step into the unknown. The challenge for most people is that they fear what lies ahead, clinging to what is comfortable, even when it no longer serves them. But growth requires movement. The door that is opening before you is not there to tempt or tease. It is an invitation to something greater. What lies beyond is far more powerful than anything you leave behind. but you must have the courage to walk through it. Many hesitate at the threshold, weighed down by doubt and uncertainty. The past feels safe, predictable and known, while the future seems uncertain and risky. But if you never step forward, you will never know what you are capable of. Every great transformation in life comes from a decision to let go of what no longer serves you. The relationships, habits and mindsets that once fit may no longer align with where you are going. If you cling to them, you are only delaying your own evolution. Stepping through a new door does not mean abandoning everything. It means trusting that there is more waiting for you. The discomfort of change is temporary, but the regret of staying stuck lasts a lifetime. Every time you refuse to move forward, you deny yourself the opportunity to become more, to experience more, and to reach a new level of understanding. The unknown may seem intimidating, but what if it is exactly where your breakthrough awaits? What if everything you have been praying for is on the other side of the fear you refuse to face? The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stagnant is not luck, intelligence or resources. It is the willingness to move forward despite uncertainty. The door before you will not open on its own, it requires action. The fear will not vanish before you take the first step. It will dissolve as you walk through. Every great achievement, every moment of transformation, and every true breakthrough comes from choosing to leave behind the old and embrace what is ahead. So, what are you holding on to that is keeping you from stepping into something greater? Fear will tell you to stay, but faith tells you to move. The past may feel familiar, but the future holds possibilities beyond what you can currently imagine. Trust that what is ahead is far greater than anything you leave behind. When you walk through that door, you will realize that you are never meant to stay where you were. You were always meant to grow, to evolve, and to step into something greater. Life is always presenting new doors, but the question is, will you walk through with confidence, or will you hesitate in fear? Too often, people stand at the threshold, second-guessing themselves, paralyzed by doubt. They wonder if they are ready, if they are worthy, if they will succeed. But here is the truth. If the door has appeared, it is meant for you. The opportunity would not be there if you were not prepared to step into it. Growth is never comfortable, but the moment you decide to walk through with conviction, you unlock a new level of your own potential. Fear whispers all the reasons why you should stay where you are, convincing you that the unknown is too risky. But fear is only an illusion. It is a barrier created by the mind to keep you in the familiar. If you listen to it, you will remain stuck in the same place, watching others step boldly into their destinies while you hesitate. Confidence does not mean the absence of fear. It means choosing to move forward despite it. Those who achieve greatness are not necessarily the most fearless. They are simply the ones who refuse to let fear dictate their choices. When you walk through a new door with confidence, you send a message to life itself. You are ready. You are ready to embrace change, to accept new challenges, and to rise to a higher version of yourself. Every great success story begins with someone daring to believe in themselves, even when there were no guarantees. Confidence is not just about how you feel, it is about how you act. It is about showing up with conviction, trusting that whatever lies ahead, you have what it takes to handle it. Hesitation is the enemy of opportunity. How many doors have you stood before, waiting for a sign, waiting for perfect conditions, waiting for fear to disappear? The longer you wait, the more doubt creeps in. Life does not wait for you to feel ready. It rewards those who take action. Every breakthrough, every transformation, every moment of greatness comes from the decision to move forward boldly. The opportunity before you is not random. It is a call to step into a bigger version of yourself. So, the question remains, will you walk through with confidence? Will you trust that you are capable, worthy, and prepared for what is ahead? Or will you hesitate, allowing fear to keep you trapped in the familiar? The choice is yours, but remember this: the most powerful version of you is waiting on the other side of that door. All you have to do is step forward and claim it.